Damn!
Today's tune is for a car added in the 1.26 anniversary update, the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. The Cosy is a fairly exciting car, built around touring car racing. In-game, I can say that the car's performance is solid, it sounds great, and it actually can hold its own against similarly spec cars. It's a pleasant surprise in this month's update. Having not known this car incredibly well as it wasn't provided to the North American market, I was excited to give it a try in-game, and after some tuning, I'm actually fairly impressed. Honestly, overall, the 1.26 update has been great, and this car is a nice surprise to be added to the mix. So a bit more about the Sierra. This car was initially designed to be a standard family hatchback body produced by Ford Europe, starting in 1982. But in 1985, the Sierra got some additional attention from enthusiasts, with the addition of the RD model and a 2-liter inline engine that when tuned pumped out 203 horsepower with the turbo. The chassis was reinforced, the exterior was also upgraded, including fender extensions and a large rear spoiler. And in 1986, power was further increased to 224 horsepower, and the 500-unit limited edition production run of the RS 500 made its debut. And this is the car that we have in game. The Cosworth has some racing credentials as well. It's won a number of Group A Series championships in Germany, the UK, Australia, Japan, and New Zealand. So let's get into the tune and talk about performance. So stat changes from stock. Horsepower is now 422. This new car has 332 pounds of torque. It's a lightweight car weighing just under 2,200 pounds after upgrades, and acceleration, top speed, and cornering are all improved from stock. This tune has a number of permanent upgrades that include a wide body kit, weight reduction stage 3, increased body rigidity, bore up, stroke up, engine balance tuning, polished ports, high lift camshaft, and a racing crankshaft. For performance parts, the car maintains racing medium tires, a fully customized suspension, a fully customized LSD, front and rear aero from GT Auto, a full control computer, a power restrictor and a ballast, a fully customized racing transmission, a high RPM turbo with anti-lag, and racing components including the air filter, muffler, exhaust manifold, brakes and pads, and a brake balance controller. So this thing is basically fully upgraded. For adjustments, the bulk of the work on this tune goes into suspension, really focusing on how it enters and exits the corners, so lowering the ride height slightly and tightening up the dampening. And to help turn in, camber has also been adjusted along with the toe angle. In terms of the LSD, I found the stock car a bit unstable on acceleration during cornering, so I've increased the settings of the LSD to tame its exit, and I've also adjusted the downforce to help cornering and squeeze out a bit more performance. The transmission has some manual tuning to it, so feel free to pause the video here if you want these gear ratios. The top 2 gears are slightly extended from stock to allow better straight line performance. Overall, I wasn't expecting much from this car as it looks like a typical 80s hatchback, but the more I played with it, the better I liked it. I really enjoy the raspy engine note from this car, and it's really lightweight, making it fun to toss around the track. It's inherently a bit unstable when not tuned due to a narrow wheelbase, but once tuned it actually feels really good. I ran this car at multiple levels, initially planning to keep it in the 600 range, but I found I enjoyed it better with the engine output increased and a turbo added. So the good news on this tune is that it's on racing mediums, so in the future, if tuning and performance thresholds are adjusted, simply flipping to racing hard tires will likely drop it well below any 700 performance points threshold. For the race strategy, adjust your fuel mapping to 5 to target 3 full laps. You should short shift a bit to help with economy. I'd recommend you keep both wet and intermediate tires on the car, just so you have options for the race and can adjust accordingly. As always, adjust for the weather. You do need 2 pit stops for this race, and on the final few laps, you can ramp up your fuel mapping to push the car a bit more. I was able to get first even in good weather, but it was a close race. Ideally, you'd see some weather and be able to pit before the AI, switch your tire selection, and gain, 30 to 60 seconds on the lap. This car is available from the used car dealership. It's pricey for a used car, hitting the 200K mark. If you're collecting cars, it's a solid investment, but just be aware you have to put a lot of money into it to make it viable. So is it the best purchase? Definitely not. But it's much better than I expected, and I don't regret picking this one up. So this purchase is more about completing a collection or scratching an 80s hatchback itch if you're looking for something with a bit more variety. For comparison, in the same update, you can get an M2 for about 91K, and that car is pretty much race ready. For the livery, this one is my own. I took the stock badging and changed the colors. I felt the Cosworth looks better in a darker color, so I went with a metallic navy blue. I added Ford Performance badging and the stock RS 500 badging in light blue. It's nothing special, but it's public and open, so feel free to adjust the colors as needed. All the information is on my profile. I hope you enjoyed this tune and this car finds a spot in your garage. If you like these tunes, please like and comment below, as it greatly helps with our channel growth on YouTube, and it helps steer me in the direction for content. If you're looking to connect with others around gaming in general, feel free to join our Discord. If you're looking for more info on GT7, tunes, or just gaming in general, it's a great community. As always, thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one.